Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about KCET 2019 of the chapter Matrices and Determinants. So let's get started with the first question, which says the inverse of the matrix 250, 011, minus 103 is. Four options are given. Now, as we know, inverse of a matrix is given by the formula A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So, first we have to find out determinant of A, and it is given by, if I expand it along the first row, that will be 2 into 3 minus 0 minus 5 into 0 plus 1. So, when you simplify it, you get the answer as 1. Now, all things depend on adjoint of A. See, adjoint of A can be found in two ways. One, there is a direct method, and there is a shortcut also. I have done a video on shortcut of adjoint of A, and the link will be in the I button. You can click it and see that video. Now, I am not going to discuss about that. What about the direct method? Now, as you can see, adjoint can be found by deleting the row and columns of the element and finding the determinant of the remaining element. If you do that here, first element is 2. When you delete rows and columns, it will be 3 minus 0, that's 3. And as you see, all four options has the answer 3, so it won't help us. So what I do is I will go to this. I will go to the middlemost element. If I want to see the element for 1, then I have to delete second row and second column. In that case, I will get 2 3s are 6 minus 0. So 6 is the answer. So 6 is there in 3 options. And fourth option we have minus 6. So this won't be the case. So we can delete D. So answer should be any one of A, B and C. So let me go to the third diagonal element, which is 3. So if I want to see the element for 3, I have to delete third row and third column. So the answer is 2 ones are 2 minus 0. So it is 2. So option A and option C has 2. So option B cannot be the answer. Answer should be one of the A or C. Now I have to see some other elements to get the answer. Now observe A and C. Check for the different elements. As you can see, it has minus 15 here but minus 1 here. So if I check for this element, I will get the answer. So what we do is, as you know, adjoint is transpose of the cofactor matrix. So if I want to see this element, I have to check here. I have to go in column wise to get the rows. So I have to check the cofactor for the element 0. So I have to delete first column and second row. Then you get the answer as 5 3s are 15 minus 0. So we have 15 here. And as you know, the sign changes to minus 15. So obviously answer is option A. Though it looks like a bigger method or a longer method, but if you can do it faster, or you can go for the shortcut also, but look at the answer once. Whenever you have different elements, this method is better, and if you have similar elements, we can go to the shortcut method. Let's move on to the next question, second question. If P and Q are symmetric matrices of the same order, then PQ minus QP is. There are four options: zero matrix, identity, skew symmetric and symmetric matrix. Now, as we know, if P and Q are symmetric matrices of the same order, then P dash is P and Q dash is Q. You know, P dash is transpose of matrix P, Q dash is transpose of matrix Q. Symmetric matrix means transpose of the matrix is the matrix itself. So P dash is P, Q dash is Q. Now, let's start with PQ minus QP whole dash. That is transpose of PQ minus QP. That will be when you have subtraction, that can be separated as PQ whole dash minus QP whole dash. And when you have multiplication, as you know, PQ whole transpose is Q transpose P transpose. So here also it will be reversed. P dash Q dash. But Q dash is Q, P dash is P. So we will get it as QP minus PQ. And if I want to reverse it, the minus will come outside and the answer will be minus of PQ minus QP. Now we can see that for the transpose of the matrix, you are getting the answer as negative of this matrix. If it is negative of that matrix, obviously you know the value or the answer, it should be skew symmetric matrix. So the answer for this question is option C, skew symmetric matrix. Let's move on to the third question. Two matrices are given. Matrix A is 1, 3, 4, 2. Matrix B is 2, minus 1, 1, 2. We have to find out determinant of A, B, B dash. Options are given to be 100, 250, 50 and minus 250. Now, as we know, determinant of product of two matrices is product of determinant of the matrices. That means you can separately take the determinants. So, AB, B dash will be equal to determinant of A, determinant of B and determinant of B dash. Now, what is determinant of A? You can calculate here. It is 2 minus 12. So, that will be minus 10. Determinant of B is 4 minus of minus plus 1, that is 5. And we know that determinant of transpose and the determinant of the matrix both are same. So, that is also 5. So, when you multiply, you get the answer as minus 250. So, that's the answer. Option D, minus 250. So, this is an easy question if you just have to know the property. Moving to the next question. If the value of a third order determinant is 16, then the value of the determinant formed by replacing each of its element by its cofactor is. Though this question looks like a tricky question, this is actually an easy one. First of all, you should understand what's the meaning of value of the determinant formed by replacing each of its elements. The meaning is, if you replace each of element by its cofactor, will be cofactor matrix. And we know one more definition which says that if we take transpose of the cofactor matrix, we will get it as adjoint of the matrix. So it is indirectly talking something about adjoint. Now look at the option. Options are 256, 96, 16 and 48. So what we do is, actually as you know, cofactor matrix and adjoint matrix, when you take the determinant, we won't get different answer, you get the same answer, because even if you take the transpose, the value of the determinant won't change. So determinant of adjoint of A, we have a formula for it. It is determinant of A to the power n minus 1. As you know, where n is the order of the matrix. So what is the order of this matrix? As you see, it is given, the order of the matrix is 3. Therefore, it will be 16 to the power 3 minus 1, that is 2. And 16 square is 256. So the answer is option A, 256. Let's move on to the next question. The constant term in the expansion of the determinant. Now observe this determinant. If you want to expand it, as usual, it will be a long process. But when it comes to competitive exams, there is an easy method. What we do is, we will just put x is equal to 0. When you put x is equal to 0, the remaining values will be in the determinant. There 1 minus 1 2, minus 1 2 1 and minus 2 1 1, and when you expand it, you know how to expand it, and you get the answer as equal to 6. So idea is very simple. Put x is equal to 0 and expand it. But there is a chance. Sometimes when you put x is equal to 0, you may get the whole row or column as 0. In that case, we have to change the value. We cannot put x is equal to 0. We may have to put x is equal to some other value, maybe like 1, 2, etc. So in this case, x is equal to 0 will work, and you get the answer as is equal to 6. So the option C, 6 will be the answer. So let's move on to the next question, which says, if 3a plus 4b dash is equal to 7 minus 10 17 0 6 31, and 2b minus 3a dash is minus 1 18 4 0 minus 5 minus 7, then we have to find the value of b. Now, as you know, directly we cannot solve this question, because one equation has b transpose and the other equation has a transpose. It is not easy to solve these two equations. So what we do is, we will take the transpose of the whole first equation. Then what happens? As you know, the transpose of A is A dash, 3 won't change. Transpose of B dash is B, and the transpose of this matrix will be 7 0 minus 10 6 17 31. So I will take this as the first equation. and I will keep the second equation as it is. I won't change it. Now, if you want to solve this, you just add equation 1 and 2. 3a dash minus 3a dash get cancels. 4b plus 2b will be 6b. And when you add these things, we get the answer as 6 minus 18 minus 6, 6, 12, 24. And when you divide it by 6, we can look at the options, we get the answer easier. Option B, C, D has 1 here. So here we have 6, 6 by 6 is 1. So option A is ruled out. For 18, it should be 6, 3 is 18. So option B and C has 3 and 3. So option D is ruled out. But look at option B and C. They have same value for minus 1, 1, 2, 2, and only the last value is changing. So we have to see the last value, 24. Obviously, this is positive. So obviously, the answer is option B. You can directly do it, or just by observing, you get the answer. Now, the idea was very simple. I could have taken the questions of 2018 also, but if we take 2018 questions too, the video will become longer. So I will take the questions of 2018 paper of matrices and determinants in the next video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.